Hey my friend, it's Will here over at Pips and Gains, and welcome back to another trading educational video. Today we're going to be looking at one of the most important aspects of trading, and especially when it comes to passing prop firm challenges and getting funded, and more importantly, keeping your funded accounts. So in this video I'm going to share with you the numbers you need to know before even signing up for a prop firm challenge and trying to get funded. So before we get into the video, into the good stuff, the reason why you're here, if you are new to the channel or you haven't yet subscribed yet, simply show your support, hit the subscribe button so I can continue making videos like this, sharing my near 15 years experience in the FX markets, hopefully to help you become a more profitable, consistent trader. So let's get into the video. Risk management when it comes to prop firms. There's one thing that you need to know, and that is your numbers. You need to know you have a trading strategy, a trading methodology, and you need to know the numbers, the outcomes. What I mean by numbers is the max drawdown over a certain amount of sample size of positions, your lot size, and your profit. When you know those numbers, you'll be able to scale up and scale down when it comes to prop firms. Most traders out there, they don't have a clue what their numbers are. They've never been consistent. So they have no sample size of consistent trades or sample size of consistent months. They don't know their numbers. They'll simply go to YouTube. They'll go to some website. And I hope by the end of this is not you. They'll go to some website. They'll go to some YouTube video. They'll see some guru or saying that this strategy is an 80% win ratio. That guru is making this amount of money. That doesn't. And then they'll buy the system or try the strategy, have a few winning trades, then go over and waste their money on a prop firm. Basically, they don't know what they're doing. Okay, the strategy may work for that trader. He's able to execute it a lot better because you can give it a winning trade. You can give a losing trader a winning strategy, and they'll still lose. And that all comes down to it's not the strategy. It's the mindset of the trader executing the strategy. It's how they react when they're under pressure, when they're executing the trades. It's how they react to when they're in trades, how they react to fear and greed. How emotional are you when you are in losing positions? If you're very, very emotional when you're in losing positions, and you can't control yourself when you're in drawdowns, things like that there. That all comes down to not knowing your numbers and not having a probability or an edge in the markets. And again, the edge is all down to you. It's not down to the strategy. It's how you personally execute the strategy. And that is the mindset up here. Okay? Trading, the majority of successful traders, it's the mindset. It's not the actual strategy they're using. It's the mindset and how their approach to risk. And they actually know their numbers when it comes to their drawdown limits, their profits, etc. over a certain period, certain number of trades. So what you don't want to be doing is going out there like every other trader, finding some strategy, testing it, having a few winning trades and going, oh, I can go over to, I can get funded here, up to millions of pounds and funded and start and get rich. It's not going to happen like that. You need a large enough sample size of you personally executing those trades. You need to understand how you react when it comes to when you're in drawdowns, your emotional states. Have you got things going on in your life that affect your trading? Are you focused? Are you able to fully focus on trading? All these things play a factor in how you're going to be able to execute a trading strategy. Okay? Especially when it comes to having a few winning trades and then all of a sudden you have losing trades. How do you react then? Most traders will go, oh, this doesn't work, and piss it up against the wall. Sorry, throw it against the wall. They'll never look at the problem. Then the problem is not the strategy. The problem is what's going on up here. They don't want to look in the mirror and they don't want to accept responsibility. Hopefully this is not you, and by the end of this, you will be able to go out there and understand how to actually set your risk properly, get a winning strategy, and know how you are personally able to execute that strategy. So let's head over to trading view here. I'll just minimize my face. Now, if you do know your numbers, if you do know these numbers, then you'll be able to scale up. If you don't, and you need to get a method, get a strategy, trade that for a while, get consistent, know your numbers, and you can scale everything up to the moon. So, numbers you need to know. So say you started the year, or the sample size of trades. So we'll just say a year to start, okay? $10,000 was the account. The profit over the year, you had 500 trades over that yearly period. The profit was $5,000. The max drawdown over any of that yearly period at any time was 20%. So if you're trading your own money, that's fine. In drawdown size, the size of the drawdown doesn't matter. It's knowing your numbers and your method. Some of the greatest traders, if you read Market Wizards, some of the greatest traders in the world have had crazy drawdowns. But again, they know their numbers, they understand their methodology, and they're able to just execute the trades, execute the plans. So they're in a drawdown. They don't let fear, they don't let their emotions, they just let the probability and their edge work. That's what you have to do when it comes to trading. Like I said, trading's all to do. Successful trading's all what's going on up here. Most traders ignore that. They don't want to look at themselves. They don't want to find out why the problems they're having inside here, why they're they're doing things. They'll just blame everything, the external world, and then wonder why they fail and never get nowhere. They go around in circles. And hopefully, by following me and watching my videos, this isn't you. So, started the year with $10,000, 500 trades, profit was 5,000, drawdown was 20%, and the trade size that we're using on this sample size was 0.1. Now, this could be 500 trades over a 6-month period, over a 3-month period, but this is the sample size. This is how you're going to be able to work out what you need to be doing in a prop firm. So let me get a drink of water here. So it's super basic what to do here, and it's simple maths, simple division. So say the max drawdown limit on the prop firm was 5%, and some of them are a lot more now, but they have daily drawdowns of 5% is what I've seen, okay, in my experience. So what you need to do then, if you want to stay under that 5%, and you know your method, you know your strategy, you've got your numbers, divide that by 4. Divide your drawdown by 5, because you'll stay under it. So that will bring it down to 4% of the 10,000, which is $400. Divide your trade size by 5, and that will get you 0.02. And that will keep you under the drawdown threshold. Again, because you want to stay under it, you don't want to be on it max. You want at least 1 or 1% under it in these sample size. Obviously, the profit on that is only going to be 1,000 for that sample size of positions. So you'd be making every 500 trades, you make $1,000. 0.2. Again, the thing with this is most people, they see the big accounts, they see the numbers, and they try to hell for leather, and they just blow up. So they do. If you know your numbers, you know your profit, you're able to scale up. It's not a race over time, just consistent. You could go to the story, the snail and the hare. Slowly, and you'll win the race. It's not boom, hell for leather, and you're just going to blow up like most other traders. So if you know your numbers, this is what you do. The good thing with these prop firms now, there's a lot of them now have unlimited time periods. So there's no reason why, if you understand these concepts, you know how you've got your numbers when you're able to execute a strategy or methodology. There's no reason why you just can't rinse and repeat. And how do you scale up from here on the like say you wanted to do a $20,000 account, all you need to do is double your trade size. If you want to trade a $100,000 trade account and keep the same thing over every 500 trades, this would be 1,000 trades. Then all you need to do is simply times it by 10, so you'll be trading 0.2. Your profits are then go up by 10. $10,000 account, yeah, $100,000 over a year, over 500 trades over 6 months a year, might sound small. That's still 10% of the account. Okay? If that was $100,000, that would be $10,000 for the year. If it was on $1 million account, that'd be $100,000 for the year. So it's all about knowing your numbers and then scaling up. That's how you do it. It's super, super basic. If you don't know your numbers and you're not doing this, and finding some strategy, finding some method, and then going over to a prop firm without knowing these numbers, you're just pissing your money against the wall. May as well go and give it to a casino. But that's all you're doing. So hopefully, by watching this, you will go out there. You will get, if you don't have already, get a strategy, get a methodology, learn it yourself, learn it how you execute it. Okay? Work on your psychology. Once you have a large enough sample size of how you're able to execute the trades, simply scale to the moon. That's all you need to do. Scale, and that's how it works. You can scale on your own account. And then you can go over to prop firms. You can scale in prop firms. But that's how it's done. So yeah, super, super basic. But again, it all comes down to knowing your numbers. So hopefully now you'll go out there, you'll learn your numbers and know your numbers. And thanks for watching. It's Will here over at Pips and Gains. Hope you liked the video. Show your support. Hit the like and subscribe button. And I shall see you on the next prop firm review video, which will be likely out tomorrow. So make sure you hit that buzzer, that bell button. Thanks for watching. Will over at Pips and Gains.